Ah, hello, weary traveler. It's strange meeting someone on this lost path. There is nothing here save an ancient well and a special tree, one that holds great significance for both the past and the future. Me? I was simply reminiscing of an old tale a few friends of mine once told me. It had to do with this very tree, actually. You see, trees are often seen as sacred in Shinto, for trees often hold spirits or kami, and they are seen as sources of power, healing spots, and even gateways to another realm. I believe it's no coincidence this sacred tree is so close to the Bone Eater's well. Perhaps the old well would not have the properties to support a legend without this tree's presence. I wonder what the kami of this sacred tree is like. I wonder if it would tell the tale of Inuyasha. Yes, this is in fact the tree where Lady Kikyo shot her sacred arrow and bound Inuyasha. The very same tree Lady Kagome freed Inuyasha from 50 years later. One has to be curious, did the sacred arrow make the tree sacred, or was it already? I hear it was far smaller when Inuyasha was first bound, and yet Lady Kagome tells me her science says that the tree itself is only 500 years old. That's quite strange, for we are 500 years before her modern era as we speak, and yet it stands here as a fully grown tree. Perhaps there is a small discrepancy with the dating. It's difficult to say. I admit my studies are not specialized in dendrology, or the study of trees you might call it, but if I had to guess, this sacred tree would be a Japanese red cedar, also called a sugi. These trees are one of the 5 sacred trees of Japan, and the sugi can evidently grow quite old and large. The oldest we know of is Jomonsugi, an old cedar said to be between 2,000 to 7,000 years old. It's difficult to reach, as I hear, as one can only walk to it and it takes many hours, but I hear it is immense with various special properties, much like the sacred tree before us. To return to my point, however, this tree is often called the Tree of Ages, likely for my friend Kagome. She says in the future, it still remains large and holds immense power. You can refer to it in various ways: Goshinboku, or Sacred Tree, Jidaiju, or Tree of Ages, or even Goshin Jidaiju, or the Sacred Tree of Ages. It seems quite pedantic, I grant you, but many swear by one of these names and none other. You see that groove there, in the center? That's where Kikyo's sealing spell split the wood, and it healed back as a scar. I hear the villagers even called this Inuyasha's forest, as he lay pinned in stasis for 50 years. Perhaps this tree is also a Shimboku, or a tree meant to denote a sacred place in Shinto. Likely it is all of what I said. Inuyasha and Kagome tell me they can sometimes speak telepathically through the sacred tree, across time even, and from what I hear, Lady Kagome even informed me that great roots lifted from the ground to hold Inuyasha in place, but when he was freed, they sank back into the ground as if they had never lifted. I've seen many things in my short life, spoken to many people, read many scrolls, slept with many beautiful women, but to see what this tree has seen, to know what it knows, I can only imagine. Oh, but before I forget, I do want to point out a special friend of mine. She is Lady Alpaca, and she's been very supportive of this series of videos. I hear she's quite a fan of myself, which I don't blame her, but she's also a big fan of my love, Sango. From what I've seen, Lady Alpaca is quite the demon slayer herself. It would do me great honor if you would thank her. Farewell, and until next time.